Thank you.
To like, but what? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
What did you like most about this one?
Most. There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, I loved how we played the entire night. You know, we talked about how important it was to get off to a good start. We had 8 turnovers in our game against them in Portland, getting them off to a really good start because they're so disruptive defensively. And, we had 11 at the half, so that was one of the areas of concern, and I tried to talk them through that. But they took advantage of us a little bit in the first and second quarter. Their leak outs, their run outs, they was getting some transition baskets. And I wanted us to stay locked in on our offensive rebounding. You know, I thought we could have a big night against them, and we did. We get 32 second chance points, our biggest night of the season. But sometimes those leak outs can deter you. You know, you're so worried about getting back that you don't go to the glass. I thought our guys stayed focused on that. And we just did it together. I mean, obviously, Denny had a big night, triple-double. Shaden had a huge night, double-double. I thought Tumani's night was huge, even though he was in foul trouble. You know, Delano had a really good second half, 4 blocks in the game. Only 6 turnovers in the second half, which was huge, especially against a team, that leads the league in steals, or second league in steals, and second in deflections. Some big nights, some big games for these guys.
You mentioned Shaden yesterday after practice. I asked him what's been the key to his play, and he said being aggressive. But also, I was curious what you thought about his decision-making while being aggressive.
I thought it was good. And that's the one thing I'm always telling Shay. Just continue to stay aggressive. Some nights you're going to be making, sometimes you won't. But your aggressiveness allows other guys to get shots. So he stayed on the attack the entire night. I thought he was great. We needed him on the glass big time. To get 25 rebounds from between him and Danny is a big deal. A big deal. So I thought Shaden was awesome all night, even defensive end too.
It seemed like Denny tonight too, early on in the game, it seemed like he really got it off to a fast start. And it feels like he's done that a lot for you this season, kind of getting, at least on the offensive end, kind of sparking things. Have you seen that at all? And I guess, we talked so much about Denny on this trip, but what have you kind of learned about ways to utilize him this season?
Well, I'm just utilizing him in every way. There's nothing that I say maybe not. Like, I'm trying everything with him, and he's doing a really good job with it. Again, him too. I want our guys to be aggressive. I always want to be the aggressor as a team, period. Offensively, defensively, that's what we strive to do and be. And Denny starts off the game really attacking. I just believe in that. I believe in hitting first and trying to get your opponent on his heels and retreating. And we've done a pretty good job of that.
You mentioned the second half, especially third quarter. You guys outscored them by 10. I think you shot like 60% from the field.
Yeah.
Kind of what did you guys talk about in the locker room that resulted in that? Because it really seemed like there was a bit of a change from the first half to the second.
Yeah, we again, I thought we had a pretty good half. The first half just against this team, but we talked about taking care of the ball. Got to take care of the ball, man. They were scoring a ton in transition on us, and a lot of it was self-inflicted wounds. So I talked about that, not playing in crowds, sharing the ball, moving the ball. Nobody was going to do it on their own. I told Denny, and I told Shay both at halftime, neither one of y'all can win it by yourself. Continue to be unselfish, continue to make the right passes, the right plays, and they did that, and still had huge nights. They're just that good.
You guys shot the ball better than them tonight. I know you and I discussed your team defense, what you wanted to see from your guys tonight. Did you see what you wanted to?
I did. We did a really good job. Our pressure, I thought, was really good. Our physicality was really good. Obviously, a guy like Trey Young gets 29 and 15, and I feel like we did a really good job against him. That's just how good of a player he is. But I thought we impacted everywhere else. The glass, we won the glass, get 30 assists in the game. I thought we just did a really good job.